What is going on, everybody? Depraved Slasher here. We are back with another music reaction. I'm Depraved.
I'm Hellcat.
Together we are
HellaDepraved.
This is your pick. Take it away.
Alright, so I actually know barely anything about Mothica, guys. This was a recommendation by a friend that I at least mostly trust. And
that's scary.
And from what I can tell, it was a recommendation when we were talking about we wish there was a bit more like of the dark pop genre that we could explore, and obviously there is more we can explore, just none that we were aware of. So I do know that I appreciate her aesthetic, and as far as I can tell, she is kind of a little bit of a outlier like us, so we'll see.
Weirdos unite.
Yeah.
All right. Also, dyslexics untie. Sorry.
Yes.
Bad joke.
I'm hoping that everyone can see this music video.
Yeah, so
again.
We don't know if this is like WMBMG, non-PG,
I looked
whatever.
and it wasn't one that but if you see a blur, it's because it got blocked because of the music video.
Right.
So,
with that being said, we're going to react to this as if you guys have already seen it. If not, click the link in the description below. Hop on over, do all the things, come on back. And we said that because we're a commentary, reaction, breakdown comedy channel. What that means is we will pause for any and or all of the above.
correct.
So with that being said, it is time to slash it up and break it down. This is Mothica with Upside. Oh, I'm sorry. Upside!
This all caps thing is going to kill my eardrums eventually. You know that, right?
You should wear headphones like these. I barely hear me. Actually, I hear me really well.
Yeah.
I barely hear you.
That's kind of standard, though.
She thinks I'm deaf. All right. Let's get it.
I come home to lights off, missed calls, don't even bother. Can't sleep, can't eat, I'm underwater. There's nothing that you can say, I've always felt this way. Left out, leftovers on the counter. Feels like I'm only sinking further.
I like her. Her house looks like ours.
Yes.
Same bed sheets and everything.
I was really hoping she was going to shove the ice cream in her face, though.
Like, just like, okay. I really like her voice, too. It's kind of a lower register. Just nice and kind of gentle on the ear, unlike, you know, his all caps voice. Obviously, I want to compare notes on where she shops, but other than that, like, I really like it. And the lyrics, you know, definitely my teenage years.
Right.
In terms of feeling just displaced, left out. Yeah, it is, at least so far. Yeah.
Leftovers on the counter. Feels like I'm only sinking further. There's nothing that you can say. Just chemicals in my brain. There's a little voice running through my head, reminding me of those stupid things I said. All the mistakes I've ever made. Playing over again. On the upside, everything's gonna be just fine. I'm already dead on the inside. Nobody can hurt me now. On the outside, having the time of my life, hanging with people I don't like. Nobody can hurt me now. Nobody can hurt me now.
Hanging with people I don't like. I am not laughing because it's haha funny. I'm laughing because this is so relevant to my entire like school existence. And I'm really digging the sort of like Morticia Adams swimsuit look. I have the same sun hat, girl. See? We're already bonding. But she was talking about how it's the chemicals in her brain, and her mind is what tells her over and over and over all the stupid things that she said. And
that's me almost every night.
That's
right
all
as
the
I'm
time.
trying to fall asleep.
Yeah, all the time.
Every time. As soon as I'm ready to fall asleep, I'm like, oh, Oh, you remember that time? in
Yeah,
high
I'm almost
school?
40, and it's like that time in 3rd grade. Like, that's helpful. I also like how they portrayed this in the music video, dressing everybody else in sunny yellow, which, by the way, is not a color I like. But to show that they're all kind of normal.
Bright and filled with joy.
Right. Which, you know, the older you get, the more you realize it was probably very unlikely. They just camouflaged it better, or filled their time with other stuff somehow. But the older you get, the more you realize how everybody is struggling with something, or at least almost everybody. So, but I need her house. Like, I'm just the pool, the beautiful like Tudor wood beams in the house,
Right.
those front doors. Yeah.
More of a fan of the back door myself.
Right. Well.
Sorry. Not sorry.
Oh, and I love the French. Oh, sorry.
Yes.
We're awing the puppy.
Puppers.
Yeah.
Nobody can hurt me now. Nobody can hurt me now. Nobody can hurt me. Bloodshot, no tears. At least it's something still here. Didn't even see it coming. I don't like the way it feels, but at least I can say it's real. There's a little voice running through my head.
Yo.
That smile.
Yo, this is just being honest, guys. If you have a friend who seems to always, like 99% of the time, be down in the dumps, do not be that cunt of a person
It tells them
that
to be happy.
always tries to get them to be happy.
Right.
Does not work.
Why don't you just try being happy? It doesn't work like that. I loved the again, guys. The laughter is not because it's haha funny. It's just because that is my life, right there. The socks. She held them up, and the look was like, really,
Right.
really. Does this look at all? But again, it's the smiling faces of like, you're not normal. Why can't you just pretend to be normal? That cheesy ass smile. You know,
That's when you look at them and go, why don't you just stop being fake?
or kick them out of your house. That like, if all they're gonna give you is smiley clothing, you can leave now. You know, but I have definitely felt to the level where you can't hurt me. I'm already dead inside. Like,
Right.
I got to the point with the bullying that it was like, there's really nothing else you guys can do. Like, I'm so over you guys, and I've heard it all, and I'm just ready to move. Is basically, you know.
At least I can say it's real. There's a little voice running through my head, reminding me of those stupid things I said. I let the monsters in my bed. They say on the upside, everything's gonna be just fine. I'm already dead on the inside. Nobody can hurt me now. On the outside, having the time of my life, hanging with people I don't like. Nobody can hurt me now. Nobody can hurt me now. Nobody can hurt.
She
She just found a friend.
She just found 60s version of herself.
She just found a
Across the room.
friend. That's so good. Their eyes met across the room.
Mm-hmm.
I love her outfit. I love her outfit.
Which one?
Hers.
60s hers or hers?
I don't do the crop top thing. So Mothica's. It's not that I dislike. I mean, she does look like she could put on a pair of like badass goth roller skates, and like
What are goth roller skates? Do they have
all
spikes
black
on them?
with bats and stuff like that. Not the stupid little white ones with pink pom poms.
Okay. So
Really?
normal skates.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
As opposed
Totally normal
to
ones.
like little girl skates.
Okay. We can go with that.
Okay.
We can go with that.
Okay.
Okay. You had me questioning how we were dating for so long, and you're like, what are goth skates?
Look, there's normal skates and then what I would perceive as goth skates, right? Normal skates are just like all black, whatever.
Which honestly is not normal for...
Goth skates, I'm picturing like spikes hanging out of the wheels.
Dude, that would be awesome.
Kind of like those cars that have...
Yeah, go buy somebody's and you can give them a totally flat tire. Yeah. Oh, we can do that. I would imagine that's kind of like more Mad Max goth.
Okay.
But, you know, I'm cool with it. We can make this happen. For somebody else, because I don't roller skate, but there is that.
Every goth person I've known always had either the necklace...
The choker?
Or the bracelet of all spikes.
Yeah, okay.
So spikes have to be included, at least in my opinion,
Somewhere.
in a goth attire.
Somewhere. I have studs because I hurt myself with spikes.
Right.
I'm
You hurt yourself
I hurt
by
myself.
picking up animals.
I hurt myself just in general, so I should not be trusted with spiky implements around my personal being.
Right.
Studs are fine, though.
Right.
I still hurt myself on them.
Right.
It's a thing.
Yes.
Nobody can hurt me now. Nobody can hurt
That's great.
me.
Okay, so it's not actually her playing both parts. I thought it was at first.
Oh. No, I like how their hair is the reverse of each other, though, too.
Have you tried This was like me and you finding each other, by the way.
Guys, it really was. Except for we didn't meet across the room. We
Met across this fucking country.
Right.
Around the corner.
Right.
Around the country.
I love it. You don't have a pulse either. That's how we goth people know each other. Check the pulse
Now,
first.
I was not goth. I'm ghetto.
Well, yeah. That's fine, as long as there's, you know... Although you are
I'm like-
completely, guys, if you hadn't noticed,
Now-
completely into horror, so...
I'm white ghetto. Okay, let's get this
Right.
right. But yeah, I'm a horror fan.
Fan
I'm a
doesn't
fan.
quite sum it up. But on the other hand, you know, at least you understand.
Serial killers,
And you're fine with, like,
horror,
dark aesthetic and slightly witchy vibes.
yes.
Very bitchy vibes. It's cool.
No, that's most of my relationships. No.
Wrong type of bitchy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Bitch in.
Oh, well, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. They're adorable.
Nobody can hurt me now.
Beef jerky.
Nobody can hurt
Her arm came... She just walked off with her arm. I mean, I guess that's a different take on hand in hand.
Right.
Yeah. I like that they had the same sort of like sunset goth sort of hair, and it was almost reverse of each other. Plus, that's a really pretty shade. I would never be able to pull. I don't look good in yellows or oranges, so I wouldn't do that. But
Right.
very pretty. I really like her voice
I do too.
a lot. I like how that was composed.
And the song again is school relatable.
Completely
As an adult, I
relatable.
just don't try anymore.
Right.
Um,
I want to say, though, part of it is still very relatable because at this point, not trying anymore is the on the upside. You know, I'm
Right.
already dead on inside, or at least jaded to the point that I don't try anymore, and I have finally found some of the right people.
So it's a whole mentality, right? So being in school, regardless of who you are, as a teenager, you want to be accepted.
Right. You
There-
want to fit in with some
There's
group.
somewhere. You just want
Yeah.
someone. It's humans are built to be social.
Yeah. Right.
And
And
but
at that point, you normally haven't established a pack. It doesn't normally happen until you're an adult and can make your own
right.
choices.
And when you're, and I'm gonna say stuck in being an outcast,
Right.
because you just don't see things the way other people do,
Don't dress like they do.
Right.
Don't agree.
and
Whatever.
so when you're stuck in that situation, you kind of so one of a few things happens. You either conform
Right.
and not be you, or you stay you and you eventually go from the want and desire to being accepted to just no longer giving a shit.
Right.
And people and you switch from I want to they're either going to or they're not. Fuck it, I don't care. I'm
Or
gonna be
just,
me.
or you get to the point that you're just like, fuck you all.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, that is, and I've been there, but it's one of those places that I kind of like bounce back from, because there are actually good people that will accept you for you or are very much like you in the world. It's just very hard to continually be disappointed. And so, however, that progression takes a long time in high school, especially since you're stuck in one place.
Right.
As an adult, granted, you need to be able to have a job, find a location, whatnot, but there's more social options in terms of groups that you can go to hang out online, that kind of thing.
Right.
So, whereas
I will sub while I'm here, though.
in school, you end up in the same school a lot of times, in the same social groups, so on and so forth.
Now,
I didn't find my best friends until first best friend was
I will say that is the one
early
thing
20s.
I will say that was I feel I did benefit with as a teenager was I chameleoned very well.
Right.
Now that's not to say I liked everybody,
Right.
but I was able to blend into any social group enough to get my fix of social interaction, and then go home and ignore the world.
See, here's the thing. I can. It's just whether I desire to. And unfortunately, the situation I was in for at least until 10th grade, I had no desire to anymore.
Right.
After that, I did bounce around because, again, I have so many interests that everybody prior was kind of looking past because I didn't agree and was sort of just designated outsider.
Right.
But there's so many different groups that offer things that interest me.
Right.
So that's sort of how I managed to skip around until I ended up, like I said, early mid-20s is when I found my first best friend and realized, wow, there are other people
Like me.
who enjoy just as many of the different groups as I do and also have felt this way and, you know, like to dress in all black and so on and so forth. There is that. I loved it. I am so excited to have another female, like, dark pop princess to check out more of.
Me too.
And that ending made me absolutely just
yes.
like, yes,
Ran off
I'm
with
here
her
for
own.
this. Yeah.
All right, so I'm cut it off here. I gotta pee.
Okay.
So, if you guys liked the video, slash that like button, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, comment down below. What did you think of Mothica with Upside? Upside! Also, comment down below if there's anything else you guys want to see react to. Check the description below for all the things.
Push our buttons. Come join us on our other social media platforms, mostly Twitter if you want a quicker response.
We love you guys. Thank you all for watching. Can't wait to see you, depraved people, later.